Hey everyone, here is the fundraising roadmap for the Asking Academy. And first of all, let's just get it clear why the Asking Academy, because so many times we run into nonprofit organizations who have this disconnect between fundraising and between the staff and volunteers and the board. And so the Asking Academy brings together staff and volunteers, which include board members, get them on the same page, equip our board members and our staff specifically for major and mega gift fundraising. That's where the majority of your funds are going to come from, is those top gifts from your top donors. So we do the equipping so everyone is comfortable in fundraising conversations. They know how to do it. They've had practice. They've been fully equipped. And that way you can meet your fundraising goal with ease. So let's look at this. You have a copy of this PDF, but I'm going to show you in month one. You see, it's a 5-month program. Month one, we started pre-work and recruiting your team. So getting your staff, fundraisers, volunteers, and board members recruited. We have a strategy for that, so we can walk you through that. Don't worry about that. And there's this month of pre-work before the summit. We'll get to the summit in the second, because that's what everyone thinks about when they think of the Asking Academy. But in the pre-work, we're going to identify a couple current donors. So your top donors when it comes to foundations, individuals, businesses, maybe some others. And we also get your top prospects, people who are on our radar, but they haven't given yet. And we also collect some data like if you're in your campaign, what's your campaign budget? If you're not in a campaign, we help you start thinking about how to be in a campaign, even if it's not in a capital campaign. So we guide you through all that strategy. And that leads us up to the summit. And this is the heartbeat of the Asking Academy. The summit is a 2-day retreat. You're going to go offsite to our retreat center, and you're going to bring your board members, your staff, your volunteers, and you're going to be drinking out of a fire hydrant. So we're taking all that pre-work. We're teaching you the philosophy of conversational fundraising. We're doing a deep dive into the book Asking About Asking by Kent Stroman. In fact, he's going to be there. He's America's Asking Coach. He's also the author of the Asking Academy and that book, Asking About Asking. And this is where all the equipping happens. And so it is an intense 2 days. You're going to get a PhD in major gift fundraising. You're going to get some role playing. We're going to be equipping your team. You're going to get some reps in so that when you move on to the 15-day sprint and you meet with some donors and prospects, it's not your first time having the conversation. We've already done this. We know who's going to be talking, who's asking which questions, when we're going to stop talking and start listening. All that happens at the summit. So 2 days, really nice retreat center, great food, your lodging, the food, all that's included in the overall price for the Asking Academy. And as I said, 15 days right after the summit, we plan on getting to work and starting the relationships or starting the conversations with the donors we've already developed a relationship with, asking the right way for the right amount. Fundraising is going to happen. But it doesn't stop there. Month 2, 3, 4, and 5, so 4 months following the summit, we give you group mentoring. There's going to be some other nonprofits in the room. So we get everyone together and provide mentoring to continue learning and growing and equipping. Then you also get team coaching. That's just your nonprofit with one of our consultants, just getting that one-on-one time. There's some accountability. We're checking in. We're helping get over any hurdles that you may run up against. If you're preparing for some big meetings, we're going to help you prepare for those. And you get 4 months of that coaching. And so overall, it's a 5-month program. In this PDF, you'll see in the next page just some of those elements broken down. So you're going to see, if you want to do a deep dive into what do those look like, there it is. The big question is always, what does it cost? So We have a couple different options and a money back guarantee. So people always freak out about the cost. How much it costs? We haven't found a way to do it for free. Okay. If we do, we'll let you know, but we haven't. So ideally, we want to see a team of 4, 5, or 6. So I'm going to talk in terms of teams of 6 because I think that's what you should aim for. But a team of 6 for the 5 month program is in the upper, right now, $22,000 range. It's 2026 at the recording of this movie. Sometimes prices go up over the years, but right now it's in the upper 22,000. If you look at it per person, it's 700 some dollars per person per month, but most people just pay all at once. It's 22 something. I'll have to look that, maybe 22.9. I mean, it's under 23, but I think it's closer to 23 than 22. Anyway, here's our guarantee. If you don't raise above and beyond what you're raising now to cover the cost to get your team to the Asking Academy, we make up the difference. We'll refund you the difference. We'll write the check to you and say, okay, if you only raised $12,000 and you paid 22 to get into it, we'd cover that extra 10. Here's the thing. Part of that guarantee is you have to agree to do what's prescribed for you to do. And guess how many people we've had even request a claim on that guarantee? Zero, because it just works. Of course, we would feel horrible if you invested money into your fundraising and you saw no results. That's why we offer the guarantee. But so far, that's never happened. And we've had teams surpass their goal even before they left the summit, let alone the total 5 months. So if you're looking for a way to invest in the fundraising culture within your nonprofit, this is it. If you want to talk more serious, contact me, message me. Let's jump on a Zoom call or phone call and see if it is the right fit for you. But that's the explanation of this PDF. I just wanted to talk you through it, otherwise you're kind of looking at it. Well, what does this mean? What does that mean? We got you covered. We'll walk you through it, and we really are wishing you blessings on your fundraising journey. We hope you reach your goal.